Alrighty, let's get this shit show on the road. Let me edit chat. There we go. Lovely. Let's see here. Who have we got in the chat so far? We've got Gnome, we've got Alan. You fucker. Always Asia reacting all my goddamn posts. You know what? I'm actually going to tune in this time. Dropping the Asia react feels like a quickie at this point. I want to stay for the colors. What the fuck? You're just going to stay in here just to constantly call me Chinese? Dick. We have the Good Night, Vool, Tally Fox. Yeah. God. Suck my dick, Alan. You can call me Asia. You can call me Asian all you want, but it isn't going to deny the fact that I'm not Asian. Anywho, shall we begin? Would you still... Why is that? Why is it that my eyes locked onto? Would you still love me if I was a worm craft? I'm scared, but I'm also glad that's probably the last thing on the list. I am nervous to see what the fuck that is. But we'll start off with the Corbe? The Corbe? Who is this by? This is by Kevin. A bit interesting of a design considering the rest of your stuff is regular ships. Let's pause this fucker real quick. I don't know how I feel about the like digital windows you got here. Also, there's a lot. You have a lot of clipping textures on the inside. Also, what the fuck is going on in here? What the fuck is this? I see how the thing is so cheap, but it has It has no armor. There's nothing here. Does it even have any weapons? It doesn't have any weapons. Is this just like a transport? Oh, that's why it's a material transport. Okay, never mind. That makes more sense. Okay. I feel like to help beef up the thing a little bit, make it look a little bit better, is instead of the propellers being on these long shafts, which I do like how they twist like that, but add some kind of like an armored ring around the outside of them. I feel like that would look better. And maybe not put them on the long shaft there, but make the whole ring that goes around the propellers be like the pivot point right there. All your rigging... The rigging looks a little bit thick. I would maybe thin that down a little bit to make it look more like wires instead of really, really big fuck-off cables. Let's take a look. And there's not really much to add to it. It's just blimp. It's a fucking blimp with no weapons. And I would, at the very least, since you have so much space, make this like actual glass and make it an actual cockpit that you could see out of. Because it's kind of depressing the way it is. Yeah, that's about all I got for that. Okay. Now we got the Crown Taker glass. Is this a ship? No, that is a land vehicle. Okay, give me a moment. Let me get to the land. And this is another Kevin design. I like your land vehicles. I like the like armored kind of windows you got on this. That's really good. Kind of the different armored bars going across the radiator as well. You got anything in here? No. Oh. Smoke dispensers. Good for lasers. Okay. Oh, it's got little, what are these, like, little pistons that are supposed to drive down into the ground to keep the thing still? You got your little tiny drone on the back, and a big fuck-off ICBM. Christ almighty. Oh, and you've even got it to where the jaws of that open up. Holy shit. That thing is fucking huge. I'm assuming that is the huge missile, considering that that vehicle is very small and is 158,000 materials. Holy fuck. I like decos on this, though. Jesus. Oh, and you've got like a little tiny secondary gun right there. What's this thing? A little 50 mil. Not very much. It's not the primary armament. The main thing we like is this. It'll be funny to see all the decos removed before you vaporize them. Nah. Lord have Murphy. Lord have Murphy. Who the fuck is Murphy? Anyway, yeah, there's not much I can really say about this. It's detailed pretty well. And from what some people are saying is that in the alpha now, you can deco wheels and it falls with them. I'm not in the alpha. I don't like going into the alphas, but that sounds like it'll be a very nice thing to do for vehicles that I'm excited about. That'll be a great way to improve the looks of, especially like APCs, actual wheeled vehicles and not just tanks. Yeah, there's not much detail-wise I can add to this. Your land vehicles are very good. That airship had some work it needed to have. Yes, no, I already talked about the windows. The windows looked fine. Ooh, the Dominus class. 1.4 million materials. Christ almighty. This thing looks big. Murphy, the hit actor from the Cheeky Blinders show. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. But, let's take a look at this. This is from Gaming. Holy fuck, Gaming. Good night. Has a lot of firepower. I would hope so for how expensive it is. Jesus. Hold on. We'll wait for this thing to stay. God damn. You know what? We're just gonna let it stay up out of the water. Fuck, my frames are going down a lot. I'm scared to look. 20,000 decos. And this is an older design? Jesus Christ almighty, dude. Okay. You've got good decos on the missiles. Good detection turrets. All custom. AA guns. Jesus Christ. Even with the little nettings. Oh, I didn't think to use the truss blocks for like the little netting on that. It's not a bad idea. Feels like your secondary gun here, in comparison to everything else, is a little bit lackluster on detail. I feel like it could be maybe a little bit curved more here in the front, or have a bit bigger blast bags on the barrels, or something else up on top. Or maybe even a ladder going up the side of it. Oh my god, you even got like rendered in shells and shit for your own. Jesus. No wonder this thing lags so much, because it has so many minute little details. Also, why are your barrels not hollow? You have the capability to do so. Make them hollow. Also, I see what you did. Where it kind of thins down and flares back out. This is a level of deco that is just a bit too much. Quite potentially. See here, 456s. Oh, they're rail. You don't have enough rail capacity to actually keep up, and your fire rate is only 11.1 RPM, and you don't have enough coolers. It's a big fuck off AP frag round, so it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. Dang, this ship was built as a GPU benchmark. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it feels like right now. Your windows up here, they look fine. Not much on the interior, but I can't really judge. Christ. Beautiful. Great. Let's see Paul Allen's approach. Oh, God. Not as bad as I was anticipating, actually. Minus these, but I guess that's kind of to be expected with them being just deck guns. But overall shaping, it at least kind of somewhat resembles what it was going for. But it looks like all these little guns are just nice little deck poppers at this point. One shell hits them and poof, they're gone. And I feel like you should have armored up these secondaries at least a little bit more. You were already decoing them. Why not just armor them up a little bit more? Christ. I'm gonna get this off my screen. So I can get my frame rate back. Jesus Christ. Okay. Enough of that one. Looked great. But fuck was it laggy. Alright. And we have Finn Thingy I don't know. What an outstanding name. Oh no. Not another one of these things. It's just two fins. What? What are they doing? I don't know what the fuck these are. Just when you get to spawn in the fin thingamajig underwater. Oh, deck guns transformed into an ancient soldier's shield stack. Basically, that's what it looks like. Okay, so you say spawn these underwater. Got it. Oh fuck! Oh. Did I just see that it was going like 900 meters a second there for a sec? Wait, hold on. No, hang on. Let me spawn this thing. Lag machine incoming. I can feel it. He's here. I can sense it. Oh, it only goes like 154 meters a second. Pitiful. Absolutely nothing in comparison to what I think it was Gnome did to me one of the other times. I think it was last week. Or maybe it was the week before. I don't fucking remember. That's so weird that the physics on just like two wing blocks is... They just fuck up so much. Okay. Ooh. Izanami laser ship? Is that how you say it? Ooh. Who's this by? It's by Carnival. Very interesting. I feel like the shaping itself, interesting enough, looks good, but I feel like it's lacking a lot of minor details. Like, I feel like it's lacking... Maybe, like, put some, like, very thin, like, extra armor plating around certain areas. Maybe, like, a pinstripe somewhere. Shit, you can even put, like, some big fucking bolts going down certain panels. It doesn't need to be a ton of them. Cover up those thrusters there. Your Majesties, the peasants have discovered fin-powered warp drives. Oh, no. But... yeah, it feels like it needs other minute details. Maybe other, like, walkable panels or access panels. Maybe other railings. Different wires. Maybe some antennas. Yeah, I like the blue as well. I think it looks good. Also, definitely hide the jet thruster effect on that. And I also feel like putting at least some ion thrusters... or some smoke generators with that's very faint blue as it's going around. I think that would kind of be a cool effect. I mean, just to go ahead and get more of the ship just covered in blue. We could do something like, I don't know. Is there a lifetime, size factor? Now, it doesn't need to be exactly like this, but, you know, you could do something similar. Or have it be, put those smoke generators somewhere else, but have some kind of, like, other blue flame, or you could also put some, like, ion thrusters around here, so it looks like, you could put, like, one ion thruster in the center of, like, a big decoed ion thruster on the bottom, that way it has that blue glow coming out from it. I feel like that would fit the style of it a lot better. The guns... You're using actual mimics on this? Why? Oh, Christ. I feel like that thing would hurt quite a lot. Yeah, you also need to hide some of these action pieces as well. But overall, the shaping of it I think looks really cool. I love the idea of it, but it needs other minor details on it. As well as maybe getting some other blue, kind of like particle effects or smoke effects or the ion thruster idea. And I like this, although I don't know how I feel about it being the like kind of greenish you got. You might be able to do like a very light blue or maybe even like a gold. Would look pretty good. Very interesting. Okay, now we have the LI-1M limb. This looks like a tank. Ah, fuck it, I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna teleport. I'd be correct, this is a tank. Oh yeah, that's right, this is one of Cringe's things. Because Cringe put in a massive fucking list of vehicles. I'm only picking 3, because everybody only gets 3. If I run out of stuff, maybe I'll do more of yours, Cringe. But I only picked the top 3 that you had on it. It's that old. Oh! Carnival, it's that old of a design. Oh, well, I mean, it still definitely has some potential. I'm sure I'm not very good at the laser systems, so I can't really say if it's good or not. That's just how it is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not good at the laser systems. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do and tell you you're doing something wrong. Anyway, this is a cute little guy. Only 18k. What's he got for a weapon? It's just a tiny little auto gun. 50 mil. I'm assuming it's using pure heat. No, AP incendiary. That's kind of interesting. Weird discount BT7. Yeah, that's kind of Cringe's thing. I don't know how I feel about the barrel, like the little shroud around it. I also feel like it could be a bit longer. The heavy armor texture for the suspension like pieces, it ain't it. That texture is not it. I also feel like you could use a different texture for your pivoting point here. That, I feel like, could be more along the lines of... Let's see here. Let's see if I can find a good texture for that. I know there is one. I'm sure I can find it. Nah, it's not going to be that. We're going on a side tangent. Give me a moment. I almost feel like something like the railgun charger. Do like a railgun charger, boom, like that, and then material override applique, something like that. Adds just a little bit of extra depth to it, maybe a little bit. Water pump is also the GOAT. Water pump? Sometimes. Unlimited ultimate deco block? I don't know about that. I don't know if it's the ultimate. But this crossbar down here needs to be something different. You've also got a blocks showing here, which I'm not... I wouldn't think that would be intentional. But either way, yeah, you need to put some more detail into that, and the heavy armor looks doo-doo stanky. Barbed wire in the back looks fine. That was the... What are those? I don't remember what those are. Small jet combustors, that's right. Those are really good for barbed wire. I also feel like you could use like a shroud or a skirt around the tank treads, and also use a different color for your exhaust here, and it's also clipping into that. Use a different color. Because it blending in just white, just, nah, doesn't look very good. And honestly, it might look a little bit better with it being off-centered. Like that. Anywho. Oh, is this part of your Sector 7 shit? What is that texture that you're using on that, my boy? What the fuck? That does not look right. Okay. LT40 cord. Oh my goodness. Okay. Big fuck off wheels, first off. It looks a little bit weird. With your wheel being that low back there and having huge wheels here and then a small wheel up there. I don't care what you're fucking basing it off of, cringe. Don't you try to go off on a tangent on me, because I don't fucking know tanks nearly as well as you do, you goddamn autist. Anyway. Plasma texture? Is that what that fucking texture was? Z-Fighting goes crazy on the 7. Yeah. Barrel seems pretty fucking short, but I guess that's not all too terrible. A 210? I feel like a 210 should have a little bit of a bigger barrel than that. I would also say that you probably need to put a stagger fire on those. And I feel like texturing in some kind of suspension for these as well would do you pretty good. Front profile wasn't too bad. I don't know how I feel about the glowing wheel behind that. You've also got a gap between there. Your mantlet looks kind of goofy. Speaking of 7, I think those rangefinders are clipping through the logo. Quite potentially. I don't know. But your mantlet needs some work. Because it looks like it's just sticking out of a random piece of metal and then, you know, does that. You need to make a cutout in your turret for the mantlet. I'll pull up one of my tanks as an example. Which, don't worry, cringe, the next time we fucking go and do a goddamn Roars of the Steel episode, you'll probably steal these fuckers too. As you typically do. You fucking rat. Well, like I said, make a cutout for the barrel. Make a cutout for it. That way, whenever it's aiming up, it doesn't look so fucking weird. Alright. Pack Beast. Oh boy. What is the Pack Beast? This is by no one. I think he said that this was a big work in progress, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back and look. Yes. It is a real work in progress. Okay. So. Oh, hey, you got the moving, or the independent moving trailer with it. Very nice. Oh, it has some roll problems. Some really bad roll problems. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Okay. I see that. just go up straight. Huh. I see. So your semi-truck is currently doing the worm on its side on the fucking ground, trying to kill itself. So we're just gonna pause it right there. Transformers rollout type flipping. Yeah, pretty much. I do like the little texture you've got for your miniguns up here. Do they follow whenever you're aiming up? I can't fucking tell. Yes, they do. Very good. Very good. No complaints on that. Is this your particle cannon in here? No. Okay. I was thinking with a name like Pack Beast. Oh. How to Goon 101. No. 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 We are not doing that. Get that shit out of here. The semi itself looks fine. Your radiator could use a little bit more details. The inside here looks fine. Minus, that. And then your little gremlins running around are just like little fucking crackheads. Goated textbook. Yeah, no. You want to know what is going to be fucking goated, though? Where is it? Ah, outstanding. You know what I say to your book about how to fucking goon? Get nuked. That's what it gets. It gets nuked. There's a lot of photo demonstrations of great APS Tetris. Okay, we're moving on. Anyway, Panzerkampfwagen view. Oh, this has deco wheels, so that's not going to work too well for me, but I believe that they do fit. They are going to work. Just in that update. This is by Rat. I believe he submitted this before, but this one's in like a different color, maybe a few tweaked details. What if we got a big fuck off gun? No, the unseen knowledge book teaches you on how to blow like that too. No. I don't need that textbook, brother. I don't know how to do any of that shit, and I don't need to. Fuck off. Got enough recoil absorption, got enough rail use, pretty slow fire rate, but it is pretty big fucking gun. Christ. Slow as fuck shell. Never mind. But it definitely is gonna hurt. God, I love the sound mod. Yeah, there's not anything I could say. It's not anything I could say to this other than I'm not in the alpha, so it's not going to look right. But I could tell you we're texturing in the interleaving road wheels. And I'm curious to see how that actually works whenever it comes to stable. Because I don't go into the alphas like basically it ever. So it looks a little bit jank right now, but I do like the color. It would be interesting to see you eventually render in a like one of the camos that maybe was an experimental or an idea for the Tigers. I'm a sucker for camos on tanks, so and I would think that would look pretty fucking cool. This makes me want to make a Sherman eventually. That'd be kind of cool. But for granted, this thing also has a lot of goddamn decos. Holy shit, that barrel! I didn't realize how long it was. Oh my god. Bro actually has material containers on the back. Christ. God, that is such a long fucking barrel. What does the Tetris on this thing look like? Ew, you have spinning barrel. You have spinning magnets. Yuck. Or the waffle camo texture. It would go so hard. I don't know about that one. Okay. Yeah, not much else I can say about that. RNS Claymore. Oh boy. Point towards enemy. How do I submit my crafts to be reviewed? You will submit them in the in my Discord server. There's a tab for Wreckfest. If you are not in the server, allow me to get a link. Post it into the chat for you. I think in 1v1 Scarab, by the way. What, the tank? That, oh, god damn it. Fucking Discord and their... Oh, you're in streamer mode. Take me out of fucking streamer mode. God damn it. Fucking stop. I can't copy the fucking link because it's saying I'm in fucking streamer mode and it blurs everything out. Fucking get me out of that. I can't figure out how to fucking put a link in here. If someone else could post a fucking link, because I can't figure out how to get goddamn, Oh, you're already in the server. Okay, good. Yeah, I forget to turn off the censor thing so it doesn't blur out all the names. Okay, anyway, this is by Carnival as well. I respect the Italian stripes up on the front. Based. I love Italian ships. They look fucking good. Looks like you need to deco to smooth out these sections here. It looks like you may have missed them. Good. Some torpedo interceptors. Propellers look good. I'm not sure about the rubber exposed here. I think that might have been something you forgot to deco or hide. Also, I feel that this can be overridden into a different material to match the hull a little bit better. So we can do metal matte instead. And that looks like it fits in a lot better instead of kind of like a random texture. But other than that, looks pretty good. You got dual rudders. Overall, hull shaping looks fine. The back is kind of like a abrupt stop. Can I submit a craft for its functionality than the deco aesthetics? I mean, you can. A lot of this is mostly me giving feedback on looks-wise, but I suppose I could give you some potential ideas on styling. What is this thing up? Oh my god, a revolving rocket thing. Jesus Christ. That needs to get some decos, but at least you have the missiles. And you got a really customized fucking AA gun. I love that. What are these guns? They seem like they have kind of short barrels. And you need some work on that superstructure here. You need to add different windows and portholes and stuff like that. Though you're like a little detection here. It looks alright. You need to hide your actual detection and laser munition warders there. Spotlights look good. You know, lifeboats look good. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Let's take a look at the turrets. The turret caps themselves look fine, although your barrels are too big and they're clipping through the sides of your mantlets. 471, that's an interesting caliber. Firing 8.9 RPM. That's kind of slow, honestly. What size autoloader? You're using a 5-meter autoloader. How big is the Tetris on this thing? I feel like you could get that to fire maybe a bit faster, but either way. How's your armor looking? Oh god. How do I do it again? It's like delete or end? End. That's it. Yeah. Cutting. Blow. Nope. Wrong way. Can I blow? No. That's not what I want. God, I forget. I can blow? No, above, I think. There. Fuck. You can tell how often I use that function. So you got a final layer of heavy armor slopes, some alloy. Is this a space? No, that's metal. Metal. Decent armor. I feel like it could use a little bit more spaced armor. I feel like it might still potentially be vulnerable to pretty heavy heat shells. Heat or hash. Overall hull shaping looks fine. Barrels seem like they could be a little bit longer. The rest of the turret cap shaping, though, looks fine. Ain't got no complaints there. Yeah, overall it looks pretty good. You just got some work to do. Deco work on a bunch of other stuff. Very nice. Okay, RT32MB invert. Oh, that is a cringe design. It is a land vehicle. Foop. I think you've shown me this before. Your gun up here looks a little bit funky. You can use a bit more detail. Its overall shaping looks really fucking weird. I don't know how I feel about it. Your fender flares feel like they could come down farther. I don't know how I feel about like the curved. It straight up looks like an animal's head, and that's its snout, like a really big snout. We forgot to remove decos. I don't remove decos on everything. Your wheels look like they need to be farther back, and the fender flares coming down farther. Your railings up here looks okay. Could be a little bit thinner. You got armored windows. I guess those are okay. Yeah, just the overall shaping of this thing looks so fucking... It looks wrong. It looks way too curvy. The rear end looks way too curvy. And especially that nose. Looks like it curves way too much. It looks like it's stable, at least. 33k. And it's just because it's got pretty fast firing gun. Does that whole thing move? Oh, that whole thing moves. Okay. Okay. Doesn't seem like a bad gun. AP heat. Feel like you could use a tracer on it. Yeah, it feels like it could also use like a ladder going up the side as well. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. Its whole shaping is the rear end looks way too curvy. Yeah. That's only something that you'll hear me say in a game. Not in real life, though. Okay. On to the Sterling class. This looks like a gaming design. That's because it is. Let's pull this fucker up out of the water first. Okie dokie. So, looks like you can use a little... Well, the deco work on trying to get that to be a straight curved outlet on that is going to be a massive pain in the dick that I don't necessarily blame you for not wanting you to do. Has a really big top section here. It feels like some of these antennas maybe could be a little bit longer. Maybe a ladder up the side. The hatches look fine. What are these, large missiles? It looks like it. Good, you've got everything decoed. kind of weak armor, but I guess it doesn't need the strongest armor considering it's going to be far under the water. And yet you put yourself over the textbook of true knowledge. Yes, I do. You got a lot of fucking space in this thing. Jesus Christ, gaming. Why did you do it like this? Why? Why would you do it like this? You lose so much power by using all these gearboxes. Instead of doing that, do something like this. Hang on. Christ. So many gearboxes. Belts, my boy. Wheels and belts. Since you're using a medium, you could get away with just a 1 meter. And just go... boop. And... boop. Bam. You lost a lot less energy by using the fucking... shit. Brittle edition, yeah. What's the textbook of true knowledge? You did not see, Drip, and you don't want to see. Anywho, yeah, do that instead. Then you lose a lot less kinetic energy from that. From using those gearboxes. This is a lot better. So. Ta-da, there you go. Oh, I like the little housings you got for the propellers too. With your custom propeller. This feels... I know submarines are pretty bland. It's hard to detail them because... They're supposed to be smooth without details. You don't put guns on your jets. I build my engines my way. Hey, listen here. I don't put guns on my jets a lot because I don't like them to fucking detonate immediately whenever they get hit by whenever they get hit by anything. This is purely for your efficiency on your engine. You have no excuse for this. I have an excuse for not wanting to put too many guns on planes because I don't want them to be 80 fucking meters long and big just to be able to armor up a gun so I don't detonate immediately whenever a one singular heat shell hits my plane. Anyway, there you go, gaming, you fucking British fuck. And now the surprise class. This looks like another gaming design. That's because it is. Okay. Oh god, you've got the cursed, like, boxy but curved corner turret caps. God, I hate and love them at the same time. Ay, ay, ay. That's painful. I would recommend trying to make that. At least make some kind of a hole for the chains to go down into. It doesn't need to go all the way to the where the anchor comes out. But... still, make it like some kind of like a hole that goes down a little bit for the chains to follow in. And then make some kind of a hole here for the anchor to go through. So, or even worse, lose a plane to munition defense shells. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's because they're so fucking fragile, and in order to armor them up a bit, you would either have to deco hide an absurd amount of armor, and then you make your plane super small, and then use up a bunch of materials trying to get its speed back up because you have to put more engines, and then you got to armor up the engines. It's just an endless cycle. It's just an endless cycle. I am not making a hole. Okay, well then go fuck yourself. I mean, you submitted it for my input, and I'm giving you my input, so... good decos on the missiles. Very nice. As well as the torpedo. Very simple, but it works. Let's see here. Interesting missile launcher. Okay. Torpedo launcher looks good, along with the base. You got little hatches in the back. God, that is a really weird missile launcher, but I like it. Your Sea Whiz turrets here look good as well. Barrels, I still think, should spin, but... why are your barrels not spinning? Is it because you're... why? Why did you not put your barrel... Like, I get you put it on the mantlet, but why did you not put the textures for the barrels themselves on the barrels? And then just disable barrel reciprocation. That way your barrel and decoration spin instead of it saying 7-meter barrel can't spin. What do you mean? Can't wait for next year. I need advice on making engines and systems much more reliable and efficient and not too material hungry. Okay. Very good. Okay, windows in here. That's fine. Not really much been entered. Don't blame you. I like the radar. Very simple, but it works. What texture did you use? Oh, that's a squish down one of the muzzle brakes. Interesting. Smokestacks are fine. Low detection turrets. Basic, but they work. Big fuck off missile launcher here. Oh, I like how it's off-centered. Anti-ship missile. How much is this thing? 151k? Not bad. Not bad. I'm still bothered by that hole. By the staggering on the hole like that. And how you don't smooth it out at all. Okay. Anyway. Moving on. The Wallace. What the fuck is the Wallace? That is a cabin design, and it is a land vehicle. Un momento, por favor. Oh yeah, that kind of reminds me. Pistons can now be deco hidden, means missiles can come up out of the hole like missile launchers on Cold War Italian vessels. Huh. Okay. Alright. See, Cringe, take some advice from Kevin here. It looks a little bit funky, but it kind of looks more along the lines of like how the MRAPs do. And it looks more proportional. I feel like you could use a little bit of like an extra fender flare for these. Your wheel is also clipping through that right there a bit. I always like how you get the idle animations on the turrets. Tunnels look good. Oh, big fuck off tow hook in the back. Oh, missile launchers for defense. Looks too stubby. I don't know. I don't think it looks too stubby. If it was a little bit longer or a little bit wider, I think it would be too stubby. Well, it would not look right. But I think he got the proportions pretty well right if he was referencing like an MRAP. Let's see here. For the outline for the door, I see you do have kind of an outline. You see how this one sticks out a little bit and this one doesn't? I feel like you should have it do the same thing, where it sticks out just a little bit to outline that door. And same with up top there. Got the armored windows. Little 18 mil, firing 900 RPM. Christ almighty. Ah, damn. High fire rate. I feel like this crate needs to not be intersecting with that. I feel like the little exterior storage rack needs to sit out a little bit more from the hole, and then you have more room to actually place these different components and make them look like they're not like intersecting with the hole. Other than that, it doesn't look that bad. And the last one. Would you still love me if I was a worm? I'm scared. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. What the fuck? This is by Gold. Oh, sweet God. Did you name its AI? The worm? Oh, good Christ almighty. You know what? Fuck it. Marauder time. I want to see this thing chew into an enemy. Time to get wormed. I don't like that. That sounds so wrong. Oh, you even got a propeller in it too, in case it goes into the water. This by no means boring. Great joke. Now get out of me, mortar. Just get out. Flying cock and ball torture. The door on your left. Wait, the door is on your left. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking to me for a second. I'm like, my door is shut. I didn't think my girlfriend came in here. Okay. So basically this thing is damn near an invincible brick. I say invincible brick and then it shaves off a bunch of shit like that. I've seen so many people use these drill bits for armor just because they're so fucking strong. And it's so cheesy, and I hate it, but I love it. So in other words, yes, I would still love you if you were a worm. Because I feel like if I didn't, and you were that, you would absolutely maul my ass. So, yes. So are drills viable now since they changed how simple melee ram works? I think so. Really, I honestly don't see people using the drills so much as a melee weapon. It's mainly just the drills have such a high armor rating that they're great for armor and making your ship really dense and really armored. Like, let's see here. Let me find Steam. I think it was Steam. Was it inside of the Steam? Yeah. Like, if we go to that 5x5... Damn it. Come on. If we go to the 5x5 drill, it has 30,000 health and 60 armor. 30,000 health and 60 armor. And this thing's got 6,000 health and 60 armor. So it has the same armor as heavy armor, but a significantly larger amount of armor. And it's all one block. So it just... For bigger stuff, it's really cheesy, but it works for having pretty damn